Hi, this is a quick tutorial to show you how to set up BT FTTP, that's fiber to the premises, broadband to your Draytek router. So I'm using the latest 2927 LAC router, and I'll show you how it's done. First thing first is to ensure that you've got the red cable that comes out from the optical network terminator connected, preferably in a WAN port of your modem router, and then once you've done that, you need to connect your computer to the router itself. So you can either do that by connecting it via an Ethernet cable to the LAN ports, or by connecting to it wirelessly. The wireless password is underneath the router, and you just need to search via the Draytek or Draytek_5G, and that's the default SSID that you'll see. Enter the password, and then you can then see that your computer is connected to the router. So once you've gone through that stage, you can then type in 192.168.1.1, and that will take you to the Vigor landing page. So the default username is admin, and admin for the password as well, all in small letters. I've changed the password, so I'll just type in the one that I've changed it to. Once you've done that, you'll be presented with this menu. There's also a representation of the router's front panel itself. The beauty of this version is that you can actually click on the lights, for example LTE, and then it will take you directly to the relevant page. So I've clicked on WAN, and then we're going through internet access. The other option is to click on the WAN icon here, and that then gives you a sub menu. Click on internet access, you'll see this here. So I've already set mine up, but I'll show you the details page what you need to do. So with BT full fiber, you need to ensure you've got PPPoE enabled. So click on the enable button there. Service name, you can give that an optional name. I've called it BT FTTP just to ensure that it does show up when I'm clicking around on the menu system here. Username is bthomehub@btbroadband.com, all in lowercase. Now the password you can actually leave blank, it doesn't really matter. I've just used the word BT in capital letters. For that, you can leave the rest of these settings as they are. I think MTU is probably set at 1500. I've lowered this down to 1492 just in case. And once you've done that, you can just click on OK, and you'll get a message to reboot the router itself. There we go. So the router needs to be rebooted for the WAN configuration changes to take effect. So if you click on OK, that will start the reboot process. Right, the router is now rebooted, so I'm just going to go back into the menu. There we go. Right, okay, so we can now have a look at the dashboard. You can see that ACT light is working, and then online status. If I click on the physical connection, WAN 1 status, it's enabled, and there we go, there's our BT internet. So if I just go into WAN internet access there and general setup, you can see that we are actually linked, downlink and uplink. Right, active mode is always on. There we go. So that's that. If you want to set up the LTE failover, then what I suggest you do is click on WAN internet access, select 3G/4G LTE modem, DHCP mode, and go into details page. On here, you enter your details. So you want to enable the modem itself. I've got ARP detection, MTU size, MTU path discovery, and then the network mode. You can either select 4G, 3G only, or both 4G/3G, which is the default. APN name, so I'm using a MVNO, which runs off the back of the 3 network, and they're called Smarty. So and then you can decide you can keep the combined connection alive. There are other details that you can enter as well. You can even select which preferred LTE bands that you want to use up here, and you can even have data budgets as well. So if you have a package that restricts the amount of data, then you can set that up as well. So that is that part there. And then you want to set up the actual failover option. So in that case, go back to General Setup. You can see that we've got load balancing enabled. I haven't load balanced the LTE. Main reason being is when I did do it, a lot of the traffic was going through the SIM, which wasn't giving a high enough speed in my case. So under load balance setup, which is just here, just click on advanced. You can then choose your load balancing there, and then on the LTE, if we click on here, you can then select the load balancing option, which should be this section here. So we want to select as backup for WAN 1, because that's where I've connected the main broadband, and then active, I've selected any. You can choose all. If you have two connections on WAN 1 and WAN 2, then you can do that. And then fails to connect, I've left it as that, or you can select any conditions as well. So if I click on this, for example, then it gives you a sub menu. We can then select, you can fine tune when the failover kicks in. I've just selected as fails to connect. That's when the connection to the main broadband then ceases. That'll work. So if you click on OK, that will ask you to reboot the router. Once you've done that, you've basically got your failover set up.